E.L. James, 50 Shades of Grey, an erotic romance between a college graduate and a mysterious CEO. E.L. James's 50 Shades of Grey has gained a notorious reputation as an erotic romance involving a college graduate and a mysterious CEO. This book has achieved remarkable notoriety in the 21st century. It has sold an impressive number of copies, surpassing 100 million sales for the entire 50 Shades trilogy. Considering its origin as fan fiction, the success of this project is quite impressive. Initially self-published by James in 2011 after undergoing a few revisions, it experienced a sudden and unexpected surge in popularity. In 2012, it was picked up by the mainstream publisher Vintage Books, resulting in skyrocketing sales. The highly successful movie franchise based on the book commenced in 2015. What makes 50 Shades notorious is the fact that it delves into the realm of BDSM erotica, despite its massive appeal in mainstream culture. 50 Shades has introduced millions of readers to the captivating world of bondage, discipline, dominance and submission, and sadomasochism. This presents an opportunity for you to discover the reasons behind all the hype. Who is Christian Grey? Anastasia Steele, also known as Anna to her friends, is on the verge of graduating from Washington State University, Vancouver at the age of nearly 22. She possesses fair skin, brown hair, and captivating blue eyes. Anna is a reserved and studious individual who has become accustomed to living in the shadow of her attractive and lively roommate, Kate. Despite her own beauty, Anna is unaware of her allure, and people find it perplexing why she has never had a boyfriend. Presently, Anna finds herself doing yet another favor for Kate. Kate, a student journalist, has been diligently working for months to secure an interview with the enigmatic young business tycoon who is set to speak at their graduation ceremony, Christian Grey, the CEO of Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. Unfortunately, Kate falls ill, compelling Anna to step in and conduct the interview on her behalf. With a hasty attempt to tidy her unruly bed hair into a makeshift ponytail and donning her soul skirt, Anna embarks on the journey to Seattle. Grey Enterprises Holdings stands as a contemporary architectural marvel crafted from steel, glass, and sandstone. The office is staffed by impeccably groomed young women, leaving Anna feeling tremendously intimidated. Her heart pounds in her chest as she approaches Mr. Grey's office, but she stumbles at the doorway and falls. Thus, it is on her knees that Anna first lays eyes upon the towering and captivatingly handsome Christian Grey with his lustrous copper hair. In a gentle manner, he assists her in getting back on her feet, and there's an electric tingle that courses through her body when their hands touch. Nervously, Anna stammers through Kate's interview questions, captivated by Grey's intense yet somehow playful gaze. His responses revolve around the significance of control and discipline, leaving Anna utterly entranced. A part of her desires to flee. Later, when Anna returns home, Kate is thrilled by the intriguing answers she managed to extract from this enigmatic recluse, and Anna heads off to work at the local hardware store. On her shift that weekend, Anna encounters an exceptionally well-dressed customer, none other than Mr. Grey himself. He is in the midst of restocking cable ties and rope. Coffee. Anna musters up the courage to request a photo shoot with Mr. Grey for Kate's article, and surprisingly, he agrees. They enlist the help of Jose, Anna's friend and photographer, who has always harbored feelings for her. Following the photo shoot, Mr. Grey proposes having a cup of coffee together. Anna's nerves render her almost speechless, but she manages to mumble a hesitant refusal. However, his persistence leads her to reluctantly consent. During their conversation, the enigmatic Mr. Grey probes Anna with personal inquiries, learning about her being an only child, her mother residing in Georgia with her fourth husband, and her stepfather, Ray, living in Montesano, Washington. Yet, he remains guarded when she inquires about his own background. All she knows is that he is adopted, a fact easily accessible in public records. In her jittery state, Anna stumbles once more as they exit, narrowly escaping a collision with a cyclist. Mr. Gray swiftly pulls her out of harm's way and holds her tightly against his chest. As she gazes up at him, a longing for a kiss overwhelms her. However, he gently distances himself from her. Over the next few days, Anna finds herself swept up in a whirlwind of unfamiliar emotions. Despite the inner turmoil, she manages to compose herself and complete her final exams. In celebration, Anna and her friends venture out, and she experiences intoxication for the first time. In a drunken state, she clumsily contacts Mr. Gray, leaving a slurred message. His tone betrays concern. Back at the bar, Jose becomes overly familiar, placing his arm around Anna. Despite her attempts to reject his advances and push him away, he persistently pursues her, even proceeding to kiss her neck against her will. A voice commands him to stop. Anna looks up to see Mr. Gray standing before her. Concerned about her drunken call, he tracked her phone and located her. Accompanied by his brother Elliot, who immediately engages with Kate on the dance floor, Gray takes Anna back to his suite, and they sleep beside each other, chastely. The following day, they finally engage in a conversation. Gray explains that he previously rejected her because he isn't inclined towards romance, despite being drawn to her. However, he suggests that he can elaborate further on his specific inclinations upon returning to Seattle. Confused yet intrigued, Anna agrees. They enter an elevator and, in a sudden moment of intense and exhilarating passion, they share a passionate kiss. Anna's first-time Christian arranges for Anna to fly with him in his helicopter to his residence in Seattle. Once there, he pours her a glass of wine and retrieves a document from his study. It turns out to be a non-disclosure agreement that he expects her to sign. Christian also wants to introduce Anna to certain aspects of his lifestyle, including what he refers to as his playroom. This room is adorned with soft lighting, leather, and wooden elements, featuring a large mahogany cross displayed on the wall. Various items such as long poles, paddles, whips, and feathers can be found within. He proceeds to explain that he is a dominant, and this room is where he exercises control over his submissives. Consequently, he insists on a signed contract, in addition to the non-disclosure agreement, to establish the boundaries and guidelines. The rules outlined in the contract include Anna's obedience to him, her presence at specific times, exclusivity in her relationships, as well as provisions related to eating, sleeping, exercise, and contraception. The document also defines strict limitations, such as the prohibition of activities involving fire, breath play, or acts related to urination. Anna is left speechless and astonished by all of this. Christian inquires if she wishes to make any additions or modifications to the contract, to which she struggles to respond, explaining that she has never engaged in sexual activity before and everything is entirely new to her. Taken aback, Christian takes a deep breath to manage his frustration. He realizes that they need to start at a more basic level, considering her lack of experience. Thus, he undresses her slowly, praising the beauty of her fair skin. As she stands before him in her underwear, electrified by his touch, she collapses onto the bed. Christian instructs her to touch herself, but she hesitates, admitting that she has never done so before. Taking matters into his own hands, Christian uses his touch and mouth to caress her breasts. Anna experiences a mixture of pleasure and torment, yet he continues his actions. The sensations intensify, causing her legs to stiffen. Instructing her to surrender, she experiences a powerful climax. Subsequently, he removes her panties and his own briefs, leaving his shirt on, and proceeds to put on a condom. Noticing a hint of fear in Anna's eyes, he reassures her that she shouldn't worry as he assures her it will fit. As he enters her for the first time, there is a slight sensation of pain, but the overwhelming feeling is one of exquisite pleasure. With her second orgasm, he reaches his climax as well, calling out her name as he releases inside her. They eventually drift off to sleep together. Christian the Enigma. It's been a night of firsts for Christian as well as Anna. Despite his sexual experience, he's never slept alongside a partner before. In fact, he's never had vanilla sex either. Over time, their relationship deepens, and Anna learns a little more about the smolderingly intense and mysterious man who has taken her virginity. Now, 27, his first sexual encounter was with an older woman, a friend of his mother's, at the age of just 15, a relationship in which he was submissive and she was dominant. Anna is horrified, but Christian assures her it was all fine. They're still in touch, in fact, as friends and business partners. Anna is not reassured. Soon enough, the time comes for Christian to deliver the speech at her graduation, and Anna isn't sure how they should act together in public. But the minxish Kate introduces Christian to Anna's stepfather as Anna's boyfriend. Anna is momentarily stunned, but Christian handles it deftly, charming Ray into a conversation about fishing. Christian is also an extravagant gift giver. Anna receives a top-of-the-range laptop, a BlackBerry, and even a beautiful new car, all of which Anna insists are merely on loan rather than outright hers. She is still a little hesitant, as she admits in their flirtatious email exchanges, about signing the contract to be his submissive. Anna still visits frequently, and they still have wonderful sex, even in the playroom, where she's opened up to a whole new world of gentle, sensuous experiences that never quite cross the border into the purely painful. She agrees to many of his demands, including going on the pill, and discovers her playful side. She goes for dinner with his parents without any panties on, causing him to quickly take her in the boathouse. But she still won't sign the contract. When will she truly understand this strange and troubled man? In one rare moment of vulnerability, Christian takes his shirt off, and Anna sees small, circular burn marks, cigarette burns. In another moment, he tells her his birth mother was a crack-addicted prostitute. Pleasure and agony. Still grappling with her emotions, Anna decides to visit her mother in Savannah, Georgia. Throughout her trip, she exchanges emails with Christian, who has generously upgraded her to first class. He casually mentions having dinner with an old friend, whom Anna correctly deduces to be Mrs. Robinson, his previous older lover. Christian emphasizes that their sexual relationship is long in the past and acknowledges that Mrs. Robinson played a significant role in his personal growth despite his troubled upbringing. However, Anna experiences a conflicting mix of jealousy and anger, which she expresses in their correspondence. While enjoying Cosmos at a bar with her mother, Anna suddenly realizes that Christian is present. Concerned about the tone of their communication, Christian surprises Anna by flying all the way to Georgia and tracking her down. He effortlessly charms her mother, who becomes instantly smitten by him. They reconcile their differences and share moments of incredible intimacy. During their time in Savannah, Christian takes Anna gliding, providing them with a unique and exhilarating sense of freedom as they soar through the skies. It feels like a magical period, but Anna questions whether it's too good to be true. Anna receives a job offer from a publishing company, signaling the next phase of her career. She desperately wants Christian to be a part of her future, despite the numerous aspects of his character that she still struggles to comprehend. Upon returning to Seattle, their experiences in the playroom bring both highs and lows. Anna experiences newfound ecstasy when Christian blindfolds her and employs various sensory tools, while the beautiful melodies of Renaissance composer Thomas Tallis serenade her ears. However, as the conversation shifts back to the contract, they both realize that it's decision time. Christian has yet to fully unveil the depths of being a submissive to Anna, and she reluctantly agrees to explore further. He positions her over a bench and administers 6 lashes with a belt. Initially, the sensation of release and vocal expression feels gratifying, but the subsequent strikes inflict pure pain. By the time the 6th whip lands, Anna is engulfed in agony devoid of any accompanying pleasure. Is this what truly arouses Christian Grey? He senses her distress and appears devastated. His anguish only intensifies when Anna confesses her love for him, as he knows what lies ahead. She leaves abruptly, retreating back to her home. Collapsing on her bed, she is overwhelmed by a combination of physical torment and emotional anguish. The conclusion of 50 Shades of Grey leaves us on a suspenseful note, but the story is far from over. This video solely covers the events of the first book in the 50 Shades trilogy. The journey continues with 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Freed. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching this video on the captivating world of 50 Shades of Grey. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Stay tuned for the next installments in the 50 Shades trilogy. Until then, happy reading and exploring.